Welcome to the Tyler Kits podcast, where Shameless meets the Waltons.
Welcome to the Tyler Kits podcast,
Where Shameless meets the Waltons.
Are you ready?
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our podcast.
Very exciting news, we have been accepted to iTunes.
Just iTunes.
Oh, Castbox.
Come on, name them all. I know you can't. Put you on the fucking spot now, aren't I? There's no way you're going to be able to name all of these. Come on.
I can't remember.
Breaker.
Yes.
Google.
Yes.
Podcasts.
Mhm.
Anything else?
That's it.
You can't remember the rest, can
No.
you? Dickhead. Apple was the most important one. Well, it isn't because I hate Apple.
Yeah, because do you know what? All the other ones I just submitted the RSS feed to, and they were like, "Cool, you're now on an app," sort of thing. Apple, they made me have an iTunes account, and they were like, "Oh no, you still can't do it unless you have an iTunes store account." So I was like, "Fine, I'll do that." And you can't complete your store account till they have your credit card details. So just to have,
Robbing fucking bastards.
I know, just to have
Robbing.
our
Cunts.
podcast on there, they need my credit card information. That's why I don't like them. That's why I went to Android. I crossed over to the dark
She
side.
did. So see, this one, the whole family were always fucking Apple.
Yeah.
And then I come along with Miss Hampson, and I've changed you over, haven't I?
Do you know what it was? I think the last 2 Christmases I gave the kids iPhones as presents, and I literally spent the whole day converting all the stuff, and it just took me so long.
And with an Android, it's just log in, done.
It literally
Take your SIM card out, your SD card out, stick it in the new phone. Fucking Bob's your uncle.
It literally made my brain bleed, and then I was getting messages, and they got all my pictures and all that, and that could be very questionable, couldn't it? The kids getting all your photos.
Questionable photos. Look, what, like when we changed one of the phones over from one of the daughters to give it to one of the other daughters, and it had some questionable pictures on it then. Oh, that was not a good fucking day.
Let's delete that. Delete.
No. Just questionable photos. They don't know what it's of. Anyway, we'll leave that up to your imagination. So, what you been up to?
Quarantina.
Quarantine, same shit, different day.
Basically, yeah.
Living your best life.
The old polytunnel has now turned into a jungle. We actually had to upgrade and get an even bigger one because we just thought it started out with a small one, didn't we?
We thought a 3 metre by 2 metre polytunnel would be more than big enough.
And then
However,
we went to a garden centre and just bought loads of plants. We're like, let's do it. It'd be really fun because we knew it was about probably maybe 3 or 4 days before lockdown, but we kind of felt it was coming. So we thought, oh, we'll go and get loads of veg and stuff, and it will keep us occupied. Literally turned into a fucking rainforest overnight. So we've had
No. You literally decided to plant everything in sight, didn't you?
No, but half of them were already planted that we bought. They just grew.
That's because the polytunnel work does the magic.
So then we upgraded, and now we've got a bit of a beast. It's like a...
Yeah, well, it's 3 metres by 6 metres, isn't it?
Yeah. We're following this really cool guy called Jack's Patch.
Anyway, we'll talk about him at the end. It's motivation. You're skipping ahead, aren't you? Proper skipping ahead.
It's all flowing, so I thought,
You're just skipping ahead. Bit of motivation for the end. We can do motivation now.
If you fancy it, look at this guy on Instagram.
He is actually really fucking good, isn't he?
So he has this thing called... What's it called?
Jack's Patch.
No, the
Permagardens.
Permagarden. So basically, the royal we, you dug a pond.
No, yes. Alexa. The thing is, Alexa has all these really good fucking ideas. She looks at all these pages and all these posts and follows all these people.
Yeah. So
and some of them are really good, like Jack's Patch.
Yeah. So
however,
the idea.
Hang on. Come on, Queen. Hang on.
Oh.
So she has all these really good ideas and posts and watch other people's ideas, and then she says, "There you go. Here's my whip. Get on with it, Phil." So what have I done this week? I've dug a pond out.
Yeah. So the idea is that you have a pond. to attract frogs and stuff like that, which then eat the bugs that usually like ruin all your vegetables.
Mhm.
And if you have a beehive, the bees pollinate the stuff and it all grows. I think that's basically the outline of it.
But it's not just as easy as that. You can't just plonk it anywhere.
I'm
You've
not
got
an
to
expert.
strategically position it, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm not expert. Don't ask me. I just follow these people. Who
So
are really
we've
cool.
got our allotment patches.
Yes.
Around one side of the allotment patches on the edge of the garden, we've got wildflowers growing.
Yep.
And then we've got our pond next to our allotment patches
And
because they're outside and not.
yeah, and luckily
safe.
our actual big pond and stream is full of frog spawn, so we've brought all that over. So hopefully they're going to turn
And
into frogs.
tadpoles and newts and all sorts. We've got loads
Yeah.
in there, isn't there, going on.
Yeah. So,
So-
you were there with your pickaxe.
I was there with my pickaxe.
Very sexy.
Pickaxe
All
and my
like
shovel.
manly and sweaty, like
So it's really quite good because obviously we've done this. I've done this pond, and Jazzy, our 10-year-old, nearly 11-year-old, she was well excited about it, thinking it was going to be a swimming pool, and then decided that she wanted a swimming pool. And so I said, yeah, crack on, go and dig it yourself if you want it. I've got too much to do at the moment.
Yeah.
So she started digging. And she's still out there now digging, isn't she? She's been digging for the last 3
Do you
days.
know, I forgot to tell you when I was out there, she's
Yeah.
dug enough that she can lie her body set up in it. She's like, look.
She can sit down in it.
Yeah, she's like, look, my feet fit in it now. And I was like, only another like 6 foot to go.
Only another 25 years and you'll be done.
Crack on, love.
Digging it out. She's like, I can't. It's got so many stones in it. It's like, you have to get them out then.
That'll keep you busy. Anyway, that will lead me on to my chosen rant of the day.
Oh yeah, your rant.
Yes.
But we're not even ranting, are we? We're just looking at what we're doing.
I just feel like it's just coming out today.
This is coming out.
I'm
Come on
on
then.
fire.
Go for it.
Well, I didn't say because obviously Jazzy is busy making her swimming pool.
Yeah.
What's been pissing me off on Instagram?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Schedules.
Women. Actually, I haven't seen any men, so it's going to have to be the mums.
Oh, you can't just slate women.
I haven't seen any.
gotta be men out there doing it.
I haven't seen any men do it yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mums on Instagram who have schedules for their kids is my rant of the week. Because it's a lion. There's no way in hell.
Oh, she's lying.
And there is no way in hell these kids are doing these things like 9 o'clock, PE with Joe, then art, then geography, then history. No. 5 minutes after...
They get 5 minutes into that PE session and think, oh, fuck that, where's the wine? Here, here's your fucking iPad. Fuck off and go and entertain yourself.
Yeah, the kids fuck off after 5 minutes. The mum's there frigging themselves off about Joe jumping up and down with his bulge. And the rest of the day...
Joe? Who the fuck is Joe? What, Joe Exotic?
No,
Oh, I see a tiger.
No, PE with Joe. It's a thing. Joe
Is that-
Wicks, the body coach. That's who does it.
I don't even know who that is.
9 o'clock. Your man who throws things in a frying pan. It's like, eggs, bacon, done. And then you've got your
I'm going to have
breakfast.
to Google him. I don't even know who he is.
Joe Wicks, the body coach.
I have no idea who he is.
So he's doing a live PE. I think it's Monday to Friday. And I think it's only the mums who watch it. The kids are meant to be doing, but I don't think they are. I think the mums just
Oh,
put them in.
the mums are definitely like you, flicking the bean, calling themselves mummy. If you don't know what that means, look at our first
For
podcast.
fuck's sake. Anyway, these mums who have the schedules, there's no way in hell these kids are doing it. Do you know what our kid was doing? She taught our chickens how to twerk.
And she's been putting them in a harness and taking them for walks. So, you know, farm life, that's what they're doing, isn't it?
They're literally, and she's literally just playing in the dirt. That's what she's doing.
Well, I would say it's equally educational because she's learning about chickens, she's mucking them out.
Teaching them to twerk.
Yeah, teaching them to twerk, walking them. She's looking after the animals, animal care and all that. She's looking after the dogs, she's walking the dogs.
If this fails, what we could do is we could prime Jazzy as some kind of YouTube kid, and I'll be like the Kris Jenner of Cornwall, and just, you know,
Kris Jenner.
she's the Kardashian woman.
Is she like the mum or something?
She's the mum who makes them
I
all
don't follow
famous.
these people. I think they're all wankers.
She's the one who makes them all famous, so, you know.
How does she make them famous?
I have
Is she like their
no
agent?
idea. Yes.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
So you're going to be the agent.
Well, if the mysterious
What are you going to pimp me out
child
for?
Jazzy twerker.
Calendars.
Just being a hot dilf. Do you know? I did actually think that.
Fuck off. There's
Yeah,
no
like,
way.
honestly.
There is no way. Not in my back fat. Fucking no chance.
So I have a clothing brand called Dog Hoarders because I obviously I love dogs and just do t-shirts, hoodies, leggings, that sort of thing.
You love dogs? How many have
And
you
I
got?
was thinking, just a 7.
Just 7.
And I was
Fucking hell.
thinking we could do like a tattoo, hot men with tattoos and dogs calendar.
Who are you going to get to do that?
Well, I was thinking you and Holly's boyfriend, but she shoved him off, so it's only going to be you now. Unless you're going to find someone else to do it with.
My best mate Ian.
Yeah.
You know what, Ian's tattooed. He's got loads of followers. That'd be good for business.
That would be ideal.
If you don't know who Ian is the Brow King. He is my BFF.
Yeah.
And my partner in crime for the Brow Army.
You have a bromance with him.
He's just like my brother. He really is.
The Brow Army is a.
He's like a brother from another mother. He's just such a nice chap. Like proper kindred spirit. So my rant this week. In our house we probably have 2.5 cupboards full of fucking cups. It's probably about 40 plus cups there, and I would say that at the current moment in time, 39 of them are on your fucking nightstand. Gotta be at least.
But you know what it is? I think
I don't like drinking out of that cup. No, that's because all the rest are on your fucking nightstand. They're dirty.
Right. I have to say, like, I have these like certain cups that I like because I don't like the water to milk ratio to be too much, which is like, that's why I like a small cup. Like, I know you like to glug like a litre of coffee, but
It's not hot enough.
I just like a small one.
Yeah.
And don't like too much water and don't like too much milk. So I have like certain cups that I like. And I think now, like, just being at home, we're drinking way more than we were before. Probably have like a cup a day.
Alex used to be on a limit, no more than 3 coffees. Actually, she'd say 3 coffees, but then she'd make me make a coffee in the evening at about 7-8 o'clock at night, and then she'd drink half of it.
If I share it, it doesn't count.
It actually does count because it's still caffeine in the system. And then she'd be awake all night. She'd be like, "Oh, I can't sleep." Then that would just lead her to get all really horny, and then end up waking me up in the middle of the night by raping me.
Can I just say that was consensual? You told me to do it.
Not the first time I didn't. Anyway, so my rant this week is you and your dirty cups.
I know. Well, I mean, if you were a better house husband, they wouldn't be there.
Better house husband?
You'd take them down.
All your cups. Your cup is getting furry.
It's not.
No one likes to drink from the furry cup. Ooh, furry cups.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, what have you been watching?
Well, I think probably like most people, I've been watching The Tiger King.
Oh, yeah.
And it's definitely like
I saw a tiger.
Loving or hating him.
Tiger saw a man. What?
I think people are either loving or hating him. A bit like Marmite.
I actually really quite like him.
I do.
What baffles me is how he managed to get 2 supposedly straight men to marry him.
Meth, I think.
Meth?
Money and meth.
Money and meth.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Is
I just
meth or meth?
No, it's meth with a fuck off. Right. She always takes a piss at me because I can't pronounce.
Can't talk properly. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 or 3?
All right. Thanks for that, fucking posh totty over there. I'll get my meat slab out.
Woo! Did it. Anyway, so the Night King, people either like love him or hate him.
Oh, hello, all you cool cats and kittens.
She is a psycho.
She is mental. She definitely fed her husband to the cat.
Like, I honestly believe she went all out in trying to destroy him, and now the Netflix has come out, and everybody hates her. She's just she's awful.
She is. She's been proper trolled, isn't she? In fact, we'll get on to trolling a bit later on.
She's an absolute Fruit Loop, isn't she?
Yeah. She is literally like
I don't think
crazy.
I've not spoken to anyone who doesn't think that she didn't kill her husband.
To be quite fair, I don't condone them obviously planning to fucking kill her, but that definitely wasn't Joe Exotic, was it? That was the other setting him up.
Yeah, but
I mean, he had
admitted it, didn't he? He was like, "Well, set him up," and I was like, "Well,
he had a proper hate.
With him?
He had a proper hate for her, but then she had hate for him as well, didn't she?
Yeah. But then a lot of people hate him because obviously, like, the crazy angry vegans, like, we're vegans, but we always say we're not really like angry vegans. We're just kind of quite normal.
No, because I wear leather on my bikes.
Wow, there's like a spectrum, isn't it? I think this is like a whole other thing. There's like a spectrum of veganism.
I know. Who wants to say, "Oh, I'm on a plant-based diet"? It sounds wanky and snowflakey, doesn't it? I don't want to be a snowflake.
That just makes you sound like a massive.
It does, yeah.
Knob, like plant-based diet.
I got massive what?
But like I'd say, as vegans, we're low on the spectrum. It's a bit of a grey area. Obviously, like my car has leather seats. You wear leathers on your bike. You know.
Yeah. We're not.
You know. There are.
My boots are leather.
We don't eat anything, do we?
Yeah, we just don't consume it, do we?
Don't, consume. So, but we're not like angry, scary vegans, are we? However, the crazy angry vegans are hating on Joe Exotic, saying that he's absolutely atrocious. Like he kept all these animals in captivity, and the tigers are the real victims. How could you idolize someone? Or,
Do you know what actually got me is the fact that they said that there's more tigers in captivity in the United States alone than there are free tigers roaming the world. Like,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what the actual fuck?
yeah.
And they say it's a endangered species, but if they don't breed them, they're gonna die out.
But what they
Because they're moaning about them being bred as well, aren't they?
what they sent him to prison for, obviously a number of offences, but the main one was him euthanizing the tigers. I just don't understand how they possibly can do that with the amount of animals that are killed in the meat and dairy industry.
Mm.
And they're not ones that are sent to slaughter. These are ones that are literally kicked, hit, shot in the head because they're too old anymore. They're not fit for consumption, basically. So how can it be one rule for one and one rule for another? It's not, is it?
No.
But obviously the angry vegans are going crazy that he should.
I actually really like him.
Well, I did.
He is a proper redneck. He's got loads
I'm not condoning his behaviour, and obviously some things were wrong that he did. However, entertainment wise, funny as fuck.
Oh, I just want to go.
I feel like he needs.
I want
to
go and blow shit up and fucking shoot stuff with him.
Well, I've been hearing like all these criminals are going to be released from Corona because people can't cope with them. So the petty criminals are going to be let out. So I reckon Joe Exotic needs to get on that. His lawyers need to get on that and be like, look, he's a low rank criminal. Like he's not really a danger to the public.
He isn't, is he?
No, so he should be let out, get his own show, and then it'd be like massive entertainment.
He would be.
I mean, the memes are going round.
I mean, I really like him, but there's no way he'd be able to persuade me into fucking marrying him. Ain't gonna happen.
Not even for some meth.
Fuck no. Maybe a few rifles. Some explosives.
Oh my god, the explosive!
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah,
nothing wrong with weapons, is there?
We didn't even mention.
I bought 2 this week.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we have to go over this again.
Yeah, we do.
Go on then, tell them about your purchases online.
Well, actually, I brought a machete for working on the farm and clearing all the debris and the shit, and I also brought a new axe to chop the wood because mine's a bit knackered.
Right.
However, it does double up as weapons.
And what else did they send you?
No, they didn't send it to me. They sent me an email asking if I wanted to buy.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the freebie they sent you.
Oh, they sent me. Oh, it's only like a pocket knife. It's only like 6 inches.
Oh, only?
Yeah.
So you got your machete, your 6-inch knife, and your axe.
Yeah.
And then you also want to get a crossbow.
Well, they sent me an email for a cheap one. Well, not cheap one, but like half price.
And this is because he thinks there's going to be an apocalypse.
No, but there actually might be. It might get worse.
Do you not think the 6-foot fence, the 7 dogs, and the CCTV cameras?
Nah, because the dogs are all soft as shite, and they would just lick everybody to death. They wouldn't even.
Well, Harry would probably hump them, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, I reckon Maggie would have a go.
Hey, you can never be too prepared, right? Yeah. Look at you, 6 weeks ago, walking around Lidl's, buying loads of stuff and stocking up the freezer, and me and Jazzy were walking around mocking you, and now look at it.
This was before.
You can't even get shopping for like a month in advance.
This was before panic buy was the thing. Is we stocked up, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't panic buy when everyone was going crazy. We got a couple of bits in.
Yeah.
A couple of bits.
A couple of bits, like a freezer full. Just a few extra pizzas.
Before everyone go. Yeah, but do you know what? Shopping. I had to stay up last night till 1:40 to try and get on the Tesco's app, and I couldn't even get a delivery till the 2nd of May.
2,781 in the queue. Fucking out. And if you close the app down, you're fucked. They've bin you off and put someone else in your place. It's awful.
So annoying. Anyway, going back to the Tiger King, because we didn't actually even bring up the crazy guy with a ponytail who loves orgies.
Oh, the one that looks like an overweight Val Kilmer.
Yes.
See, I was quite politically correct then. I didn't say fat cunt. Did I? I said,
He is just right.
How many wives has he got?
How did he convince that many?
Well,
women?
I wouldn't say he's married to all of them. Did he actually marry them, or are they all just like his mistresses?
Yeah, he's a bit like your man in.
Like Hugh Hefner.
He's like your man in Dubai. He's like, oh, you can be like one of my women, and I'll give you a house, and you live there, and I have one for
each day of the week.
Yeah.
They call them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
How he convinced more than one person to go with him is beyond me.
Because they're all young and impressionable when they get there, don't they? And then he ties them into it.
And he's like,
but they all work like 12-hour days, 7 days a week, for like £100 a week. I mean, Robin Bastard.
I'm going to buy you new boobies. Yeah, you can be in my cult with my tigers.
Yeah, I'll give you £100 a week, and the rest of your privileges will be me spunking on your face.
That is
dirty
disgusting.
bastards.
That is disgusting.
Hey, you can't say nothing. You like spunk in your face.
Actually, never.
Actually,
the
no, you
face.
don't. No, you don't like it wet, do you?
Never the face.
I don't like my face getting wet. We went down the rapids in Dubai and literally was like holding it. I don't like the water in my face. Well, why are we going on the rapids?
Well, the first time it was because my eyebrows were going to come off.
But they can't come off now, can they?
No.
It's because I tattooed them.
And now I just think I don't like it.
You just don't like getting splashed, do you?
No.
Don't like a bit of splash pack. No one likes a bit of splashback. It's awful. Anyway, so that Carol Baskin is getting awful trolled, which leads us on to our next sort of trolling.
Oh, yes.
Don't we? So Alexa in the shower this morning, turned around, came upstairs and went, "Oh, I've got a new thing. It's we could do a thing about trolling." So it's like, let's trolling. Let's troll. Go on, you do it. You're better.
No, that was it, really.
Yeah, you're better at singing.
Well, we had to come up with some jingles. And we had to come up with 0 in last week since we did our last one.
Jingles are really hard. So if anybody's got any jingles around motivation, funny stories, rants, trolling, what you've been up to, then just hit us up. Let us use them. We'll put you on our podcast. It'd be great.
Yeah, so I thought, well, that could be the first one, couldn't it? It could be the actual...
Get trolling. Should we get trolling, or should we talk about trolling? Or how would you rhyme? How would you say that? Get trolling.
I don't know.
No, I don't actually know either. It's a little bit...
Let's Google how to write a jingle.
Oh, we'll do that later.
Think one day I will end up looking semi-professional.
Wanding? You did wanding? We've already had that today. Wanding.
Yes, I did.
So, Carol Baskin's obviously after the Joe Exotic thing, Tiger King has been literally trolled to death.
She has her Cool Cats page.
Hello, all you cool cats and kittens.
So I thought,
I mean, that's just a bit creepy, isn't it?
I would have a little look and see if anyone's been, trolling her or anything.
So while you're having a look at that, so I've seen a troll on one of the selling sites on social media. So like a lot of the selling sites, obviously you can't really sell anything because we're all quarantined in, and they've changed their name temporarily to like coronavirus supporting sites, all that sort of stuff. And I saw someone on there that they have now stopped people from adding posts or comments because one of the followers on that page put a post up wishing Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, a get well message. I mean, he's human, whether you like him or not, if everything is a dick or you love him or whatever, he's still human. Yes, he's got the coronavirus. Yes, he's been poorly, and they just wished him well, wish you well, blah, 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 whatever else. And several people reported it for hate speech.
That's mental.
Hate speech. And they're literally slating this person on there, like fucking being absolutely like off the chart, slating her, or him, whoever it was, purely because they wish someone well. I mean, what the fuck is happening to the human race? They're just absolute wanking assholes. I mean, I could be a cunt, but fucking hell, I'm not that nasty.
There's like a level of trolling, so there's people who actually just are awful. However, then you get the morons who are it's just so ridiculous it's funny. And then you get trolls who are actually funny. So we want you to send the best trolling
That one there
thing.
I can see on your phone right now is amazing.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're going to read out? Yeah,
So
it's funny as fuck.
The best trolling things that you've seen, we want you to send in to us so we have a little rant about it. And it's to
shamelessmeetsthewaltons@gmail.com.
Send us your best ones. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be aimed at you. It could be like a company, a Facebook group. Send them in.
Yeah, it could just be something non-related or related.
Yeah, so I was looking at Carol Baskin's Big Cat Rescue, and
I can't help but say, every time you say a name, I can't help but say, hello, all you cool cats and kittens.
Hello, you cool cats and kittens.
Oh my god, she's just offensive.
One of the trolling comments was, hey, I have a body I need to dispose of. Is there a flat fee I can pay to get fed to the tigers, or do you charge by the pound? Y'all be offering tours of the spot where Carol buried her husband, or nah?
I mean, like some. I mean, that's not really trolling. Is it trolling? Would you class that as trolling or not trolling, or it's just like people trying to be funny?
I mean, this one's pretty bad. She's worse than a zoo. Doesn't pay a single person. Lives an entire lie. Why are people supporting this fraud, making millions of donations? Where's your husband, and who laughs about their spouse vanishing? Sick, sick, sick. Women with twisted, greedy lie of a life. Focus on rescuing your animals.
Oh, I love the sound affected voice. It's like proper like. You could definitely tell you went to like uni and did drama, can't you? Can't you?
Well,
Where was it?
Bretton Hall.
I learned to be a tree.
Bretton Hall.
Bretton Hall.
Yeah.
I want to be a tree. Is it? That's where they got that from, isn't it? You've seen that advert years ago. I want to be a tree. All the kids saying I want to be a tree. I want to be a fucking whatever.
Must be like a standard thing.
Yeah.
So obviously, like with our businesses, we have, definitely.
Oh,
been
we've
trolled.
definitely been trolled.
So we have.
I just tell them all to fuck off.
So
basically.
we do B12 injections, which is basically having like a Berocca in your arm as an injection rather than drinking.
People are going
it.
to correct you on that. You know that we're going to get trolled now.
I don't give a shit. This is basically the outline of
It's
what
basically
it is.
a vitamin.
So that's literally all it is. It's a vitamin injection. Now, obviously, you can get this free at the doctors, but obviously the NHS pretty strapped for cash. They're pretty stingy on it. You've got to have a certain level, but it doesn't mean you can't have it. It's just going to give you a little boost.
Yeah, it's mainly people with anemia and stuff that will get that.
So we put this post out just saying, oh, like,
B12, often B12 injections, yeah.
Have it, sort of thing.
If you're interested.
Literally had to block like 9 people within an hour. They were like so angry. Like,
And I'll tell you who it is normally. It's normally medics, isn't it? Like proper like doctors or nurses. They will literally slate it.
Should we got better things to do?
Yeah.
But like they were literally like sending like essays about how mad they were that we were doing this, and we were taking advantage of people. We were just like,
So basically, B12. If you don't know it, if you have too much in your system, you can't OD on it. It just flushes out through your fucking piss, basically.
Yeah.
So they will turn around and say you're just pissing your money away. Well, not if you're deficient in it, you're not.
No, and it makes you feel better.
And you can't work out whether you're deficient or not unless you have a test at the doctor's surgery.
But however, the vitamin industry of just tablets that you buy in the supermarket, $1 billion industry. Like,
And they do exactly the same.
you take it to make yourself feel better. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Anyway, they were literally going ape shit at me, and I was just like, this is insane. Like, who gets that ramped up about a multivitamin? Like, would you actually, considering this is how pissed you are off that you're sending actual essays to me, would you go and stand outside Boots with a fucking placard being like, you sell Berocca, you've got no morals? Like, I can't even deal with how much of a moron you are.
Are we technically trolling trolls now?
Yes, that's the whole idea.
Oh my god.
So send us your best trolling things you've seen online, and we're going to troll them right back.
Yeah. But we'll do it in a nice way. We won't be malicious or nasty. We'll just do it in a...
We're calling you out for being a moron.
We're calling you out for being a cunt.
And at the same time, we're going to entertain you, have a little laugh at your expense.
Yeah, good.
So send them in to Shameless Meets Waltons.
You have no idea, do you?
No, I don't.
Shameless meets the Waltons at gmail.com.
I leave the details to
I'm
them.
going to get all professional soon to be info at shamelessmeetsthewaltons.com.
Oh, that means we've got to change it.
I know.
CBA for
Oh,
that.
I won't. I'll just keep it at gmail.com. Anyway, so we're going to go on to do some funny stories. So,
Yes.
bit of lightheartedness and all that.
I feel
We've
like
got a really good story about the vets, haven't we?
I feel like we just need a bit of an LOL.
I think we've got a couple actually.
Yeah, so a friend of mine brought her dog round and gave all my dog fleas. So
At the time, we only had 5 dogs.
Yes.
And a cat.
This was before we
So-
got our rescues from Lucky's.
Imagine how much it would cost if we had all of them.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell, even be more.
So I rang the vets and I was like, hi, that flea thing I had last year was really good. Can I get some more? And she's like, no, you can't just order it. It's not like that.
Yeah. So basically,
It's not the cheap shit.
if you buy like the cheaper flea stuff, you're hit and miss whether it's going to work or not on your animals. And you can just buy it over the counter, can't you?
Yeah.
However, there's this one thing that's like it looks like a meaty chunk,
It's
doesn't
like a
it?
little tablet.
And you just give it to them, and they eat it, and then they're covered. Then it's actually really good, but
It
it
lasted
is
like
weird.
3 or 4 months.
It is quite expensive.
So because it's prescription only medicine, we had to take them in and they had to be seen. And I was like, well, do you not do fucking home visits? We've got so many. She was like, no.
And you want to bring in
them
the cat, so
Yeah, and I
we don't even have a cat basket, do we? We had to put her on a fucking harness.
So I had
She loved that.
Jessie, Ruby, and Phoebe the cat. So
And
the 2 chihuahuas and the cat on
And
the
I
lead.
had Lily, the greyhound, Harry, the retriever, and P, our Jack Russell cross sausage dog.
All on leads.
So yeah,
Go in.
Yeah,
So our vets is at Pets at Home, but it's at the upstairs. So you've got Pets at Home downstairs, and it's vets for pets
yeah.
upstairs.
So we're walking in. Alexa's in front. She's obviously mooched in, and our sausage dog is renowned for shitting in the most inappropriate places. Like she once shit outside the main gate to the school.
Oh,
And
right
it
in
was,
the middle.
and it's never a good shit. It's always a runny shit. So that's exactly what she did here. She literally shit right in the middle of the double doors,
Curled out a
going
walnut whip.
going into Pets at Home, and it wasn't a solid stool. It was as they would say, it's quite a runny one. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good.
So I handed you a poo bag, and I turned round, and as I turned round, Ruby had decided to shit on the carpet as well.
Yeah.
So here's me trying to pick up the shit with the cat, with the dogs,
And I'm trying to grab
wrestle
and I'm
Ruby.
trying to wrestle two big dogs and pee from shitting everywhere and stepping in it, and trying to grab a poo bag off you at the same time. So as I'm reaching, I got my foot in front of the shit, trying to reach over to grab a poo bag from Alexa. In walks a chap, clearly on a break from DHL, and steps right in it, don't he? Fucking hell.
For fuck's sake, there's a fucking shit. And I was just like, how did you not see it? How did you not see us and our harem of animals?
And this massive steaming yellow, because it was yellow, fucking yellow, it's kind of like a cross between custard and is it that turmeric?
Yes.
It's kind of a cross between that colour, if you can picture it in your minds now. This massive steaming runny shit on the floor, and he literally just fucking barges straight through it. And I mean, then he's like off fucking this, fucking that, shit cunt bollocks out in the car park.
He was literally
raging, weren't he? Slightly funny.
So
I did chuckle to myself.
So we sorted it all out, went upstairs, and obviously because she hadn't seen them and all that, she had to weigh them and everything. And she hadn't seen Harry probably about 3 years, and she hadn't seen P since she was she had her last injection. I had a microchip.
As a puppy, yeah.
So, so she would have
But
like,
we our dogs are really good, aren't they? We
Yeah.
don't really take them to the vets unless they're poorly.
Yeah, so she would have been
and
about
they're hardly ever
15
poorly.
weeks old the last time she saw her. So obviously, 3 years for Harry, 18 months for P. They'd obviously put on a little bit of weight.
In that time?
No. Your dogs are morbidly obese. I was just like, okay, 1, that's rude and offensive. And 2, you can hardly talk, love.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what.
She was a big old unit.
She is a proper maid, isn't
And
she?
then she's giving out saying like, you realise your dog's going to die, da da da. It's not good for them.
And she's
I was
shouting
like,
this across the whole fucking Pets at Home. Like
And I was just
literally,
like,
everyone can hear it.
I'm not being rude, but you're hardly anorexic, love. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's like a pattern here now. I think we're just kind of like fat shaming again.
She was fat shaming my Harold. She said he was morbidly obese. I was just like, bit rich, love.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have pointed it out otherwise. She's the one that started
Funny
it.
as fuck.
She's like, have you been feeding him human food? I was just like, well, he's basically our dustbin, but whatever.
Actually, I do stop him from eating that shit now, don't I?
Yeah.
I stop the kids from eating him and let them eat as well. So he actually has lost. He's actually slimmed right down. He's actually looking really tasty, actually, now. Really, really tasty.
Tasty?
Really tasty. Really tidy. I don't know where tasty came from. Fucking hell, mental. Really tidy. Jazzy decided to give him a mud bath the other day. And now his fur, now he's all been cleaned out.
He's very silky, doesn't he?
It looks really clean. So all those people, all those rich people that pay fucking stupid amount of money for spa days to rub mud on, it actually works on your hair as well. So stick it in your hair.
Pop over to our pond.
Yeah, we've got loads of it.
It might have a bit of horse piss in, but
tenner a go, and we're flinging some fucking mud at you, like monkeys chucking shit in the zoo.
Anyway, so after all
Talking
that,
about shit.
with the at the vets, she then charged me £395 to fucking flea them all. That's a bit of a piss, wasn't it?
There's a lot.
That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Anyway, talking about shit. Another little story for you is I won't say who it's from. I'll keep them anonymous. However, they were. It's really hard to obviously explain it, isn't it? Particularly when you know them. So, basically,
A member of the family.
basically, if for people that don't know, if people that know what Tinder is, there's a thing called Grindr for people that are gay, and. Oh, it's my son. I don't care. So my son's gay, and he was on there for a period of time. I don't think he's on there anymore, actually, is he?
He's got a boyfriend, no Jay.
Oh yeah, he is. Yes, he's
Yeah.
on there. Anyway, he was on there, and he's like, "Oh, I've got to come off there, Dad." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Oh, I'm just getting all these weird messages." And basically, he was being offered £1,000
Yeah.
to shit and film it. This old dude
In a Tupperware.
in a Tupperware pot. This old dude, and then send it to this fucking old bloke.
What
I
is
mean,
that?
what is wrong with people?
How-
That's disgusting.
How much sex do you have to get to the point that you're that bored of it? You're having a shit and you're like,
I mean,
"Ooh, I know what
the
that
fuck?
smells good."
What the fuck is is he going to do with that shit once he gets it? Is he going to eat it? Is he going to smear himself on it? Is he going to wank? It's like that. It's like that.
Stop.
It's like that farmer in Cornwall, wasn't it? You know, they got done for manure,
Oh my
like
God.
wanking.
No, he wasn't a farmer. So this couple owned a farm, and somebody from next door would intrude, and he would roll around and wank in their cow pats. That is true. Google it.
What is wrong with people?
Man
That's disgusting.
wanking a cow pat.
That's awful.
And I think he was a repeat offender. It went on for about 8 years. I think he ended up getting arrested.
No, he did. Yeah, he went. He did time. Yes, yeah, he did do time for it, I think.
And that's the kind of people you get in Cornwall.
A little bit close to line.
Cowpat masturbators.
Oh, dirty. But I mean, like he was offering. I was like, dude, just fucking do it. It's £1,000.
That is dirty.
Just shit in a pot, film it, and send it in. Just make sure your face ain't in it. Because once it's on the internet, it's always on the internet.
That's horrendous,
isn't it? Talking about that, like obviously I'm ex-army.
Yes.
And I've still got I keep in contact with all my ex-army mates, or a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And there's one in particular. Shout out to my mate Crowy, Tony Crow,
who's the supplier of eternal internet filth.
Oh, he sends me all sorts of shit and rubbish, literally shit. He sent me a video once of
he always sends ones that are like you're in a racing car or something really random, and then suddenly it turns into like someone being fisted up their ass or something. Anyway, he sent me this thing, and it was this old boy on the fucking decking. So I don't know if you've seen it, and if you have, it's grim. If you haven't, there's this old boy sat on his at home in his decking. He's completely butt naked, and he's got a nice bit of cling film laid out, isn't he? Yeah.
Nice bit of cling film, and he literally pulls his cheeks, turns around, pulls his cheeks apart, and takes this massive shit on this cling film. I'm like, well, perhaps maybe he's doing it like for this grinder thing, like this chap wants a fucking, perhaps maybe that's what he's doing. Oh, no. He then picks up this cling film and literally wraps it round his face like he's trying to fucking kill himself with this shit in his mouth, and he pokes it all. Oh, it's fucking disgusting.
Even you saying that like makes me want to gag.
It's awful. Dirty people.
So dirty.
They are. Our daughter likes saying that, don't they? Dirty. And from Sex Education, dirty pig. Dirty pig. That's brilliant. Quoting Eric there. So that's our poo stories. Our filth.
If you've got any stories that you want to share with us, entertain us, have a bit of an LOL, just email us.
Just send us them over. If not, we've got some more that we'll share with you on the next podcast. But I think we're going to go for a bit of motivation, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Bit of motivational speech. I mean, you touched on Jack's patch earlier.
Yeah.
If you are starting your allotment at this moment in time, you know, or
it's a good time to start
gardening,
because,
it is. You've got plenty of time to do it. Yeah, good time of year. Go and follow Jack's patch on Instagram. He is a Cockney lad, growing
really cool,
in London and stuff. He's just really nice, really knowledgeable.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he really does. Really clever chap. And he's just got loads of good stuff. So, and it's a no dig as well. So it's like he does no dig beds, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So you don't even have to dig your ground up, because that puts a lot of people off, I think. I mean, we was lucky I managed to get a digger in and obviously dig loads of the turf off.
Or you might not have a garden and you can do stuff on your windowsill, but he will know what to do. And
you can just send him a message and he'll probably help you out and stuff. But we get all our ideas from him.
It's just a really good way to pass the time, obviously being stuck at home. And obviously if you don't have a garden or a big space, you can still do stuff in like your windows and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's good. And I think the only other person you wanted to talk about was Sonny
Lenarduzzi. So a lot of people obviously out of business at the moment. I know we are. So obviously entertaining you instead. So yeah, maybe think about start putting your business online. She's got so many good videos up, mainly about how to convert your actual business onto online business and how you're going to reach a different audience and stuff like that. It's just going to be, with social distancing, I can't see a way, because there's no exit strategy of how it's ever going to go back to normal. So I think this is definitely the time that you need to move things online, and this is a way that you can really expand your business and your knowledge, because there's so much people want to share and they want to know about, you know, a sector that you can help them with. This is time to do online courses. It's time to do like, you know, ebooks, downloads, things like that. You could do
self-development, lots of self-development.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much that you can do. There's so many skills that you have, and you can also like freelance and stuff like that. There's a website called Fiverr, so you can sell your services to people, whether it be like graphic design, social media, and things like that. I mean, even Amazon, they have loads of different job sectors you can do online, and there's so much more that don't feel that you can't do anything because you're stuck at home. You can actually keep doing stuff and expand on your knowledge and your services, because people will want that, won't they?
Yeah, of course they will.
So knowledgeable.
The world's still got to go around, isn't it?
Absolutely, but when is it ever going to end? When do you think it's going to end?
I don't think it is. I think it's going to be like this forever now. I think we're fucked.
I think there's two things. Obviously, there's the second wave of it coming back, because obviously people in China have been
catching it again.
Yeah, reinfected.
Yeah.
And then it's whether or not they develop a vaccine. I think if they push through a vaccine in the next few months, that's very questionable in my opinion.
a lot of people on social media are saying that the vaccine, they're like in the UK at least, they're testing it in Exeter, which is like an hour and a half away from us at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're doing trials up there at the moment. But I mean, who knows? I mean, you can't do right, Faye. You can't trust what the media says, because a lot of that I think is bollocks. And you can't trust what people put on Facebook and stuff like that, or Instagram, or any sort of social media platform.
Would you really be trusting a vaccine that's only like a couple of months old?
No, because it takes weeks and weeks and weeks of trials.
And then months and years, because you don't know what the side effects are. So, I mean, for us, I have no idea what we're going to do, because even if, like they said, we'll release certain bits of it, certain people can go back to work. We're so up close in people's faces. How are we going to go back to work? The hairdressers,
we'll have to wear those gas masks like I brought.
Yeah.
I brought proper gas masks, like proper gas masks.
Obviously, this leads us to the next question. Is everyone going to be eternally ugly?
See? Always be prepared, see? Always be prepared.
Yes,
I brought gas masks. See?
Yeah, but that's whether or not we're allowed to go back. But if all the hairdressers, the aesthetics practitioners, the cosmetic tattooing, it's like everyone's just going to be really unattractive.
We just have to have a fans only page. That makes money. We could just
That's another way of making money over fans only.
Yeah. If you got the balls or the flaps to do it, go do a fans only page.
I don't think we have the body for
I think we could just do a little bit of.
I think you could. I could just pimp you out.
Fuck off! We could just film us. We could just do pornos.
No.
Get the meaty slab out.
Absolutely not. That's mine.
Hey, anal later. And on that note, that's bringing us to the end of our episode 2 of our podcast. If you've got any questions, or you've got any stories, or any sort of trolling stuff that you want to share with us, then remember, just send it to shamelessmeetsthewaltons@gmail.com, and we'll have a look through it, and we'll read some of it out. But until next week, we wish you all well, stay safe, and
love you, bye.
Love you, bye.